David and Jesse have plans to buy a house. Kevin, a real estate salesman, said that their neighborhood was so nice that it would sell out if they didn't buy. Friends also said that everyone was buying a house, so David and Jesse were motivated and immediately followed Kevin to the neighborhood he was talking about. The streets were immaculate and the houses were as neatly organized as if they had been copied and pasted. Kevin opened house number 9. David and Jesse went in and took a look. The decoration is simple and comfortable, fully furnished with appliances. There is a front yard and a backyard.
To them, it was heaven.
They looked around for a long time and suddenly realized that Kevin was gone. How can we talk about this?
Let's go home first.
But after half a day of turning around, they couldn't find an exit from the neighborhood and there were 9s everywhere. They tried to take out their cell phones as navigation, but found that there was no signal. They could only drive along the straight line, but they didn't drive out until the sun went down, until it was dark and the car ran out of gas. They had no choice but to go into the house and eat the fruit in the refrigerator, but there was no flavor at all. At night the two lay in bed. Not a sound could be heard, and it felt like the whole neighborhood was quiet like a graveyard. After dawn, David climbed up to the roof and looked around. There were only dense same roofs and fake-looking white clouds. Everything seemed like a painting. David was shocked, and since they couldn't get out by taking the highway, they decided to go over the fence between the different houses and chase the sun out. But after walking until dark, they didn't get out of the neighborhood, but instead circled back to house number 9, where they had stayed for one night. Instead, they circled back to room 9, where they had stayed the night. On the road in front of the door was an extra box containing various daily necessities and food. This was not a neighborhood, it was a maze. In a fit of anger, David set the house on fire, intending to attract the attention of the outside world with the bright light and smoke. However, the fire burned until dawn, and no one came over. The house, which should have been reduced to ashes, was also restored to its original state, and another box appeared on the side of the road with a baby inside, and on the box it was written to raise the baby and then give him freedom. David and Jesse feel strange, and soon they are in for an even bigger shock when, just a few months later, the baby grows into a teenager.
Fast as a dog.